Doom: The Dark Ages has been seeing regular small updates in the lead up to QuakeCon, several balance tweaks to make the game more challenging and interesting. We've seen leader encounters get changed to incorporate respawning pressure units. It's a massive improvement, as before you would just clear out the room and then sit there for 15 seconds, focusing down the one big guy that was left. There was nothing else to manage, and Doom is always better when you have multiple things to consider. Now you're dealing with Hell Knights or Imps or whatever coming in to push you around and steal your focus. Even with a couple hundred hours in the game, these encounters still keep me on my toes. Wonderful change. But I think the most interesting change is the Hell Knight's resistance to the super shotgun. He hasn't seen an HP change, he just takes less damage from the SSG. Game director Hugo Martin has been watching closely as new and old players go through the game, and he found the instant super shotgun deletion of Hell Knights to be a bit distasteful. So in the first update, they included a change that made the Hell Knight go into daze instead of outright dying. And it didn't really change much. He was still dead, there was just an extra step to execute him. I don't think this really made things that much more interesting. But in a recent update, they further adjusted this by now having the Hell Knight get delimbed by the SSG, and I think this change is fantastic. The delimbing mechanic is currently underutilized in this game. I mean, it happens all the time, but usually not intentionally. I'm trying to do it more, since body shots and limb shots do the same damage. It's like, why not go for the delimb if you can, because doing so grants a falter. That's why this change works so well for the Hell Knight. The SSG now takes off one of his arms, which falters him, and a second blast will kill. And a Hell Knight taking 2 SSG blasts to kill just feels right for Doom. It's also a way to put more ammo pressure on the shotgun class, which is cool, but you also don't have to overkill with that option. The single SSG blast takes off just enough HP to mean that a single melee strike will put him into daze for the execution. This creates a cooler flow in combat, like you're doing combos, you know? A Hell Knight comes in, so you parry him, SSG, melee, execute. Or you move in on a Hell Knight, SSG to falter by taking off an arm, then you melee and execute. It just fits the game better. Hell Knights don't need to die to a single SSG the way the Arachnotrons do. They're very different threats. Arachnotrons are long-distance harassment units, so it feels right to find your way in and then kill them quickly. Hell Knights, on the other hand, are big tough guys, so they needed a little more resistance. This combo style also translates to damage you do before the SSG, so if you do a shield bash or a shield toss, the following SSG will put them into daze for the execution. This also makes the Wraithstone upgrade to the SSG feel more consequential, because with that, you get the instant daze state. You really feel the power difference that way. It's good to know that they're watching the game closely, making the experience better for the first-time player and for repeat playthroughs. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next.